A lot of the times, fat loss usually takes a long period of time. It's supposed to take a long time. Here's why that's good. A lot of people expect that when they go on a diet, they're supposed to lose weight within the first month and they're supposed to lose all of that weight. The problem is it depends on the person, right? So if a person is like 400 pounds and they expect to lose that within the next 8 weeks, but they've used the last 20 years probably gaining all that weight, it doesn't make any sense, right? If you spent 20 years to gain all that weight, you're not just gonna lose it all of a sudden like that, and your body is just gonna be okay with it. Your body is going to try to regain that weight. That's why a slow and steady rhythm of losing weight is better, right? Because what happens is when you start trying to lose weight, from an evolutionary perspective, your body sees it as starvation, right? Your body sees it as a threat. Why? Because food has not always been as abundant as it is today. Your body thinks that you're starving. What it will do is it will try to lower your metabolism so that you don't lose weight. So when you start going on a diet where you've cut out everything, like I know a lot of people that do one meal a day and they just eat like broccoli and like some ridiculous shit. Such a low amount of food. It's not sustainable long term because you're not enjoying the diet and you're not going to stick to it long term, which is, by the way, one of the biggest factors for why many diets fail and a lot of people regain the weight that they lost during diets is because they started dieting with something that they absolutely do not like and will almost always end up not sticking to for the long term. And if you don't stick to it, why do you think it will work, right? So if you, like, for example, if you just start eating healthy and you eat like much less and you start doing one meal a day just so you can quickly lose weight, you're gonna quickly lose the weight, sure. But what's gonna happen is you're gonna get tempted to get back on the regular diet. You're also going to start going back to your old diet, right? So you're gonna start eating whatever you used to eat. You can't stick to this long term because you do not like it. All right. So if you don't like it, you don't stick to it, and then you start regaining the weight again. Right. And I've had many people do this. They'll lose weight, they'll drop the weight so quick, they'll drop a few hundred pounds, they'll like 150 pounds. And then next thing you know, a few months later, they're back to where they started, back to a few hundred pounds again, right? Like, for example, like they'll start at 280, they'll come down to 180, and then they'll jump back up to, like 280, sometimes 300. Why? Because you're not taking your time to drop weight way too quick. All right. Stop doing that. Take your time with it. Go into a slow calorie deficit, a nice conservative calorie deficit. And when you get into a nice conservative calorie deficit, you're going to start losing weight in a slower manner, which then your body doesn't try to fight back as much because it doesn't perceive it as hard of a starvation period as it would if you were going for a very drastic calorie deficit, cutting out everything, cutting out carbs, cutting out fats, and all these things. And just like, don't stop cutting things out too, by the way. Stop it. Go into a slight calorie deficit and do it over time. Remember, small adaptations over time will add up to something big and you will lose weight. Stick to it.